Well, I had mentioned I was going to be loading or casting up some buckshot, with this type of mold. So you do it 18 at a time. This is double hot buck. But now I got to go through and snip them apart. They come out of there. For the most part, it'll be three hooked together. Sometimes they separate, but they're, in order to feed down, they have to be hooked together. So I got to trim them, but they look good. And now these are out of pure lead, and that's, again, this is lead from that auction that I went to last year. This was some kind of lead pipe, for the most part, that had been cut apart with an axe. And a few of these curtain weights, which is something you got to keep an eye on. Old curtains, they had weights on the bottom of them. You can get quite a little lead out of them. But there was one bullet, which is odd. Yeah, it's like a 572, 575, but hollow base. I don't know what that had been out of. I think he had some muzzle loaders. It was an interesting auction. Like I say, there was a lot of miscellaneous gun stuff, and I've got quite an assortment of it myself, but now I always think, there was a lot of powder, there was a lot of boxes of bullets. And I got the chickens excited again. But, I'm pleased with what I got at that sale. For being a sale I hadn't really even planned on going to, and it just happened to drive by and see it, so I picked up quite a little good stuff. But all those 45 bullets were made out of lead from that, and I still got a lot of lead left. And I made up, at least maybe 250, maybe 300 more of these so that I can finish up that ammo can. So I got plenty of brass. And I got plenty of powder. So I'll finish that up. But I do load 12 gauge, and that's where I'm going to have to experiment with these. I think it'd be interesting. Like I said, they're hooked together, and they come apart rather easily. You snip them apart with the scissors or pinchers. But it would be interesting to load them in, in the gangs of three. I wonder if you could get maybe 3 of them in one shot cup. Be like that old. They used to, for tearing down ship rigging, they used to have, where there'd be go away chicken, 2 cannonballs linked together with a length of chain. And that would, as it flew through the rigging, it would tear all the ropes down. This would tear the guts out of anything. Maybe try that. See if they fit in a 12 gauge in the shot holder.